Welcome back, it's Comically, and let's talk about the first 3 episodes of Star Wars The Acolyte. I, as a fan, am very disappointed, alright? But before that, of course, like, subscribe, and share this content right now because Comically is only available on Radio 1 International. Let's get back to the first 3 episodes. Episode 1 starts off with this one young assassin who's trying to kill 4 particular Jedi. We find out that her name is May, and she has a twin sister named O'Shea. If I didn't already mention this, spoiler alert, please watch the episode and then come back. If you don't care about it, it's okay, to be very honest, because this show is not up to the mark as they promised us to be, right? The writing is very, very poor. I'll get to that. But why is it so weird? Because 1, 4 Jedi are being hunted down by this one assassin, okay? The Jedi, they mentioned that if they remove their lightsaber, their only intent is to kill after that. That's how the High Republic used to work back in the day. But with this young assassin coming in and killing off one of the main characters right in the beginning of the first episode, you're just like, what's going on? How? Why? Of course, we find out that she's a twin sister named O'Shea, who was once a Jedi. And, the entire thing goes along. You're just like, hey, is O'Shea having weird memory lapses or what's going on? And then you find out that, okay, she has a twin. And that's why they're confusing O'Shea with May. Now, May doesn't know that O'Shea is alive. O'Shea doesn't know that May is alive, and they're both completely in the dark about this information. The Jedi as well are completely unsure of whether May is alive or not, and they just keep running around in circles trying to get O'Shea into Coruscant. She has left the entire Jedi. Why? We still haven't found out the exact reason as to why she left out. Now we'll find out, I'm sure, in the next couple of episodes. But episode 1 ends quite weirdly, right? It ends with showing us the Sith Lord that's behind everything, with the red lightsaber. You're like, oh my god, he's menacing. Episode 2, we finally get to see May and O'Shea kind of interact, not really, but they meet each other in like glimpses here and there. The worst part about this is that May has an accomplice. This accomplice gives her up like this. Whether in a second thought, he's just like, yeah, she's going to come back here at 9 p.m. in the night, so please come back here and catch her right then. And just like, what? Over that, the Jedi could not even capture May. She just uses a smoke bomb, literally like from Batman, uses a smoke bomb and disappears. She used a dust cloud, in fact, but yeah, same technique. After that, we get to find out that she's hunting 4 Jedi, all right? And these Jedi were all on her home planet, Brendok, when her entire family was killed. Her family was killed because she started a fire. Episode 3, all right? Now, episode 3 finally gets into the whole details of what happened 16 years ago on Brendok. We see young O'Shea and young May, and then we get to know that they're actually a part of a coven of witches. Now, these witches, if you're very, very similar to Dathomir witches, with their whole mystical magic thing. And they also mention about the Force. Now, if I'm not wrong, I feel like the writers of this show, respect you, great writing to some extent, because a lot of it seems like you don't understand what the Force is, what this mystical, feeling around us is. The Force is made up of all living things, and it moves through us and it binds us, right? In fact, the witches try to mock the Jedi and say that some call it the Force and claim to use it while it's merely a thread of destiny. And they say that, to use it is to manipulate it, but they end up using it too in weird ways, because actually what has happened is May and O'Shea are products of the Force. They have no father, just like Anakin Skywalker. For some reason, this coven has used the Force and used in such a way that they've produced 2 Force babies. These 2 Force babies, by the way, are extremely strong for some reason and can even set bricks on fire. If you watch today's episode, you're going to be like, how? Right? Because May breaks open a lantern and this mountain that is there catches on fire. Somehow, every single one of the witches are dead. For some reason, they're all dead. And my theory is that the Jedi came back in there and killed them. That's what my theory is. And that's why, May is currently killing Jedi and is trying to use these 4 Jedi and, hunt them down, basically, right? So, to be very honest, this show is not as good as I thought it would be. I was quite pumped to see different aspects of the High Republic and the Old Republic, in fact. But so far, you have this young girl, O'Shea, who they've taken into the Jedi Order, who's extremely attached. She's got a lot of trauma because of this. She's lost her sister, and the Jedi have also lied to her. These are not Jedi qualities, I'm so sorry, but why? I just want to see if we're going to see Yoda in the next episode and see if he's like, please don't take O'Shea on there. O'Shea, you may not take. I just hope he says that. But in my opinion, as a fan, I'm disappointed. There's very, very poor writing that has been happening over here. Over that, it just seems to fall flat. A lot of times the dialogue seems to fall very, very flat. The acting as well, it's like they've been forced, literally forced to do this. But this is my opinion. What are your thoughts? Hit me up right now and let me know what you think about Star Wars The Acolyte episode number 3. Every Wednesday is when the episodes will drop. And of course, for more content, like, subscribe, and comment right here. Let me know your thoughts on the latest episode of Star Wars The Acolyte. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.